Have you ever had a moment where life knocks so hard on your chest that you swear you can feel your heartbeat inside your throat? A moment where you look around and think, how is everyone else moving forward while I'm sinking? Maybe you're stuck in a job you don't love. Maybe your savings are running thin. Maybe your relationships are hanging by a thread. Or maybe you just feel like nothing in your life is breaking the way you need it to. But listen, today is not just another day. Today is the day you fight back. Because right now, in this moment, you have a choice. A choice to surrender, or a choice to rise. A choice to say, I'm done, or a choice to say, watch me. And this entire journey we're about to walk together is for the person who is tired of feeling stuck. For the person who is tired of being overlooked. For the person who is tired of giving everything they have while life keeps taking more. For the person who wants to give up, but still hopes, deep down, that maybe, just maybe, something can change. This is your turning point. There's a moment many Americans experience but rarely talk about. Sitting alone in your car at night, engine off, hands on the steering wheel, staring at the dashboard while life feels heavier than anything you ever expected. Bills piling up, dreams fading, opportunities slipping by. You wonder, how did I get here? But what you don't realize is this. Rock bottom isn't the end, it's the foundation. Look at every great American success story, the entrepreneur who slept on a friend's couch in Los Angeles because he couldn't afford rent. The single mom in Texas working 2 jobs while secretly studying for her nursing exam. The college dropout in Chicago who coded all night in a cramped bedroom before building a multi-million-dollar startup. The veteran who came home, broken, and decided to rebuild his life from zero. These people weren't handed anything. They weren't born with guarantees. They were born with fight. You have that same fight, even if you forget it sometimes. Even if life buries it under stress, expectations, and fear. Here's the secret. When everything is stripped away from you, your comfort, your safety, your plans, what remains is the real you. And that person, that raw, unpolished, determined, the version of you is unstoppable. Never giving up doesn't start when things are going right. Never giving up is born in the darkness. It's born in the moments when you cry, wipe your face, and whisper to yourself, not today. I'm not done. There's a cliche people say in movies, failure builds character. But that's not exactly true. Failure doesn't build character. How you respond to failure does. Let's talk about the gym. Every day across America, millions of people walk into a gym trying to better themselves. Trying to lose weight, trying to gain strength, trying to change something they don't like about their life. Some quit after a week, some quit after a month. But the ones who change their lives, they don't quit when it hurts. They push because it hurts. Life works the same way. You will get rejected. You will get betrayed. You will lose people you love. You will have moments where you think your life is falling apart. You will fail at things you wanted desperately to succeed at. But here's what matters. You keep moving. Your story might include heartbreak, debt, depression, anxiety, layoffs, or nights where you feel absolutely alone. That doesn't make your story weak, it makes your story heroic. Think about the US culture of perseverance. The student who works part-time at Starbucks and studies all night because he wants a better future. The father who wakes up at 4 a.m. for his construction job because his kids need him. The young woman who walks into rehab, determined to save her own life. The immigrant who arrives with nothing but builds a life from scratch. Those people aren't special because life was easy. They're special because life was hard, and they kept going. That's what the power of never giving up looks like. It's not glamorous, it's not Instagram-worthy, it's raw, it's painful, it's gritty, but it's real. There comes a moment in every human life where everything turns. Not because the world suddenly becomes easier, but because you finally decide not to run anymore. Every breakthrough begins with a single decision. I will not quit. You don't need confidence to begin. You don't need motivation to begin. You don't even need clarity to begin. You just need to take one step. Let me tell you a story you'll probably relate to. A man in Ohio once lost his job after 18 years. In the same factory. He had a mortgage, 2 kids, and barely any savings. He felt defeated. For a week, he sat in his living room feeling like a failure. But then he made one decision. I'm not going down like this. He started learning new skills on YouTube, applied for 40 jobs, got rejected by 38, but 2 said yes. He worked hard, moved up, and years later became a supervisor. The exact same moment he almost gave up. That moment became the beginning of his comeback. Your turning point might not be dramatic. It might be small, it might be silent. It might be a single moment, right now, where you decide you're done settling for a life that doesn't suit you and represent who you really are. You don't need permission, you don't need approval, you don't need perfect timing, you need commitment, you need consistency, you need resilience. That is how ordinary people build extraordinary lives. Here's the truth most people don't want to accept. Your future isn't shaped by your circumstances. Your future is shaped by your endurance, not by luck, not by talent, not by your past, but by your willingness to keep going long after everyone else stops. So, real power of never giving up is this. When you keep going, you don't just change your life. You change who you are. You become someone who can endure storms, someone who can take a hit and keep walking, someone who doesn't back down when life tests them, someone who learns, adapts, evolves, and rises. People in the USA value freedom, opportunity, and the belief that anyone, no matter their background, can rewrite their story. But that belief only works for those who persist. You are not too late. You are not too old. You are not too broken. You are not too far behind. You are exactly where you need to be to begin again. And when you decide, truly decide, that you're not giving up, life opens doors you couldn't see before. You attract new opportunities, you develop new skills, you create new connections, you start seeing progress in places you once saw failure. Your life will not change because you wish for it. Your life will change because you refuse to quit until it does. So listen to me, wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever you've been through. You have survived every bad day you thought would break you. You have walked through storms that others would have collapsed under. You have fought battles nobody knows about, and you're still here. Don't stop now. Don't give in now. Don't quit on the version of yourself you haven't met yet. Your comeback story is already being written. Your strength is already forming. Your time is coming. Stand up, take a breath, and keep going. Because the power of never giving up is the power to become unstoppable.